At the Songwriters Hall of Fame in New York City, something unexpected happened. What was supposed to be a celebratory night for music history turned into one of the most emotional and insight-filled speeches of the year, delivered by Taylor Swift. And in true Taylor fashion, it wasn't just about success. It was about struggle, criticism, creativity, and surviving the noise that comes with being heard by millions. Main story. During her nearly 21-minute acceptance speech, Taylor reflected on what it really takes to survive as a songwriter in today's world. She spoke directly to young artists, warning them that loving what you do isn't optional, it's essential. She explained that when your work reaches the public, it stops being just yours. It gets judged by critics, misunderstood by strangers, and sometimes even attacked by people pretending to be critics, or worse, people hiding behind screens online. In one of the most powerful parts of her speech, she emphasized the emotional balancing act every songwriter faces, staying sensitive enough to feel everything deeply, but strong enough to turn that emotion into art. Whether it's a short pop song, a folk-inspired story, or even a long, cinematic track, she described songwriting as turning raw emotion into something people can feel in just a few minutes. Then came the shift in tone. Taylor paused and introduced a quote from the TV series Yellowstone, referencing the character John Dutton, played by Kevin Costner. The message was simple but heavy. When you build something meaningful, people will try to tear it down. She used that idea to talk about self-worth and creative vision. Her point was clear: if you create something meaningful, criticism is inevitable. Misinterpretation is inevitable. Even negativity is inevitable. But not all feedback is equal. Taylor urged young writers to separate useful criticism from destructive noise. She reminded them that not every voice deserves equal weight in the creative process. Art, she explained, is not meant to please everyone, it's meant to be personal, specific, and honest. Fan public reaction moment. As clips from the speech spread online, fans quickly latched onto her message about blocking out negativity and staying true to your vision. Many called it one of her most grounded and mature reflections yet, especially in an era where online criticism can travel faster than the art itself. Others pointed out how relatable her warning was, especially for younger creators trying to survive in digital spaces filled with constant opinions, hot takes, and algorithm-driven outrage. Emotional moment. But the speech wasn't only about fame or criticism. It was also deeply personal. Taylor became emotional while thanking her family, especially her parents, for making sacrifices early in her career. She reflected on how they moved from Pennsylvania to Nashville so she could pursue songwriting in what she called the heart of the music world. Even though she's known for her words, she admitted she could never fully express her gratitude. She ended that moment by saying they were the reason she stood there that night. Conclusion. At 36, Taylor Swift became one of the youngest inductees in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, joining a legacy of some of the most influential writers in music history, including Stevie Wonder. But beyond the record-breaking achievement, what stood out most wasn't the award. It was the message. Create from truth. Expect criticism. Protect your voice. And never forget who helped you get there.